We live in a world where there is new content and new articles being published by the thousands each and every minute. And that can make it very difficult as a consumer, as someone who is wanting to stay on top of a particular topic or to browse even one of their favorite websites to find the articles, to find the postings that are most either relevant to them or worth their time. I mean, think about it. The average blog post is somewhere in the range of 500 to 1,000 words. It's going to take you a couple of minutes for you to sit through and read it, and you're hoping when you start that particular article that it is worth your time. Well, today I want to share with you a website that I find myself using more and more frequently to help me do just that. Help me to find articles, help me to find content that is worth my time, and to see what other people are sharing, to see what other people are viewing as well. Now, the website is called BuzzSumo, and you can find it at BuzzSumo.com. And let me just walk you through what BuzzSumo does and how I use it to find content that is most relevant to me, and at the very least, help me find content that other people are sharing. So all you need to do to use BuzzSumo is to use this search bar here. And you can search either by topic, you can search by keyword. Now, keywords are a little limited. They only limit you to about 2 keywords. If you start entering in more than 2 keywords, you'll find that your results are not nearly as good. Or you can decide to search by a particular domain. So let's type in productivity, shall we? And let's see what it brings back. I'm going to search for productivity, and I haven't changed any of my filters here on the left-hand side. So by default, it's going to bring me back all of the articles, all the content from the past year, but it's going to sort it by the number of total shares. So what BuzzSumo is doing, it is looking at all of the shares on the 5 major social media platforms. We've got Facebook, we've got LinkedIn, we've got Twitter, Pinterest, and Google+. And by default, it is going to display these results by the total number of shares, right? Because that might vary by the type of content that you're looking at. Some may have many more Facebook shares, while others may have many more LinkedIn shares. You can see here in these first 2 results, this first article from Inc.com, many more Facebook engagements. However, this second article from the same domain is almost equal between Facebook shares and LinkedIn shares. So it's taking a look at this topic that I've put in here, productivity, and it's bringing back all of the articles which have been published within the past year and sorting them by total number of shares. Now, maybe I want something a little more up to date or a little more current than just the past year. Well, I can use any of these preset filters here. Maybe I just want to look at the past month. I hit that radio button, and now it has adjusted my filter here. Now I can see articles that are just specific to the past month. Now, I am not a pro user of BuzzSumo, so they will limit you to about 10 articles when you are searching by domain, but I find that is just enough for me to look through the content which it is listed here and find at least a handful of articles that are worth my time. My theory being this, that if thousands upon thousands of people are sharing this content, chances are it's worth my time, or at least worth browsing the headline or at least the opening paragraph. I mean, if a piece of content is not being shared in any way, shape, or form, chances are it's probably not worth your time either. So let's see how it works if we choose to enter in a domain name. I like to visit Lifehacker once in a while, and lifehacker.com produces an awful lot of content in a single day. I certainly don't have enough time to browse through all of their content. So often I will come to BuzzSumo, I'll type in lifehacker.com, and maybe I'll select the past week radio button. And now I can see what are the most popular articles, what are the most popular pieces of content from lifehacker.com during that past week. Now I don't have to browse through literally hundreds of different posts, hundreds of different articles that Lifehacker produces on a regular basis. I can just see a short summary, sort of a best of. Now, they may not in fact be the very best articles, but they are certainly being shared a lot. And that's a hint that at least other people are finding it interesting, or other people are wanting to share it with others. So chances are I might find a few things in here that I'll want to read, that I'll want to consume as well. Now, of course, you can filter in a few other ways beyond just a time frame, beyond just the filter by date. Down below, we have a few other options. We have an in-depth articles only. I'm not exactly sure if this is restricting things to, journals, things that are recognized, like actual published journals. But you can choose that option there. You can filter by language. You can filter by country. You can also filter out certain domains. You can include only certain domains or exclude certain domains. And then at the very end, you can even go granular in terms of the type of content that the results will bring back. Articles, infographics, you can include videos, or you could exclude videos if you like as well. And of course, you can always change the default order. If you don't want to look by total shares, you can always look by the number of Facebook shares, for example, and change which way that the results are listed. But I find BuzzSumo can be a very, very helpful tool to see what is trending, see what you may have missed in the past. I'll give you one other example, which I find is very, very helpful. Sometimes I'll go out a bit further. Let's change this filter to the past 6 months. The reason I choose this is that once in a while, and perhaps more frequently than we think, there may be an article or there may be a piece of content from your favorite website, or at least a favorite topic or subject of yours, that was not very popular in the first 24 hours or in the first week that it was published. But if it was a quality piece of writing, if it was a very helpful piece of content, chances are that gained more and more shares over time. So once in a while, I will go back to 6 months or even the past year on a favorite topic, or maybe a favorite website, a favorite domain of mine, so I can review and look back at that content. So I would encourage you to check out BuzzSumo. The free version will allow you to retrieve the top 5 pieces of content from any particular domain, and the top 10 pieces of content from any keyword or subject. And that includes all of the filtering that you can include here on the left-hand side. Check out BuzzSumo.com and see what is interesting to you. See what other people are sharing when it comes to topics that you are most interested in. I'd love to hear your feedback, and if you have used BuzzSumo yourself, especially if you're a content creator. BuzzSumo can be an excellent tool to see what else is trending amongst your competitors, against other people who are talking about the same things that you are. I'd love to hear your comments in the section below, and if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to the Simpletivity channel. Remember, being productive does not need to be difficult. In fact, it's very simple.